Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So you know how we're always talking about these forgotten gems of cinema, these unsung masterpieces that have slipped through the cracks, films that aren't on streaming services but should be? Well, I've been poking around YouTube recently, and there are truly some remarkable movies just hiding in plain sight. And the best part is, they're all free. Yeah, free. No subscription, no rental. These are the kind of films that linger, the kind of films you keep thinking about for days, maybe even weeks later. So consider this your own personal curated movie night right here, right now, for free. First up, you must see this Cold War stunner from 1964. I Am Cuba isn't just a film, it's a fever dream of revolution, where the camera moves like a restless spirit through the heat, the chaos, and the fervor of a country on the brink. Directed by Mikhail Kalatozov, this Soviet-Cuban collaboration is as much a propaganda piece as it is a visual poem, gloriously indulgent, operatic, and completely unapologetic. There's barely a plot, more like fragments of Cuba's collective soul. Sugarcane workers exploited, students protesting, peasants getting kicked off their land. But it's the startling cinematography, swooping, soaring, suffocating, that steals the show. You can almost feel the heat and hear the revolution rumbling underfoot. I Am Cuba is a film drunk on its own aesthetic brilliance, so heady that you almost forget that it's meant to be political. The film so displeased its Soviet backers when it was made, too bold, too beautiful, that it was suppressed. But today, it is considered an astonishing relic. It's a reminder that cinema can be both a call to arms and a rhapsodic visual seduction. Andrei Tarkovsky's Solaris. Solaris isn't just science fiction, it's a metaphysical voyage into the human soul. And while Hollywood was busy rocketing toward the stars, Tarkovsky dared to look inward. The story is adapted from Stanislav Lem's novel, and it is ostensibly about a psychologist sent to a space station that orbits a mysterious planet. But the real terrain explored is guilt, grief, and the nature of love. Instead of technicolor spectacle, Tarkovsky gives us an aching, meditative grace, like Bergman trapped in a cosmic riddle. Its beauty lies in its hesitation, its willingness to linger, to force us to confront the dreams and regrets we carry. This is cinema as spiritual reflection. It's a reminder that not all journeys into space are meant to escape Earth. Solaris asks, can we truly know each other, or even ourselves? It's deliberate, elusive, and agonizingly human, a masterpiece of contemplation that redefines what science fiction can be. There's something almost nostalgic about The Last Run. It's an elegy for a type of man and a type of movie that doesn't exist anymore. Directed by Richard Fleischer, who took over from John Huston, it stars George C. Scott as a retired getaway driver pulled back for one final job. He's weathered and tired and painfully aware that his best days are behind him. This isn't a sleek, stylish crime film. It's almost a meditation on masculinity lost in the cracks of time. The plot is very simple: an old pro helping out a young crook, both doomed from the start. But Fleischer and Scott know it's not about the heist, it's about regret, routine, and that desperate, futile attempt to recapture something long gone. The Last Run never quite found its audience, too muted for the action crowd, too reflective for the film noir purists. But there's a rugged poetry in its fatalism, a kind of sad beauty in how it watches a man realize that he's outlived his purpose. In the end, it's about the quiet dignity of facing the end on your own terms. Billy Wilder's Double Indemnity is the hard-boiled blueprint for every film noir that followed, a tale of lust, greed, and betrayal, wrapped in cigarette smoke and venomous charm. Wilder, with his acid wit and impeccable timing, turned a sordid insurance scam into a parable of doomed desire. Fred McMurray's slick, self-assured salesman becomes putty in the hands of Barbara Stanwyck's wickedly blonde seductress, a woman who oozes danger, even in a housecoat. They plot murder, but it's not just the man who dies, it's their own humanity. The film's real genius lies in how Wilder balances cynicism with seductive allure, daring us to root for these despicable, desperate lovers. More than just a crime story, Double Indemnity codified the rules of film noir: the femme fatale, the sap, the fatal mistake. It's a moral fable dressed as a dirty little secret, and it still burns like a shot of bourbon down the wrong pipe. Rainer Werner Fassbinder's Ali, Fear Eats the Soul is a melodrama from the new German cinema movement that dares to expose the ugly seams of human prejudice. Fassbinder, a staunch Douglas Sirk fan, borrows from Sirk's glossy heartbreak, but strips it bare. He lays out a romance that is raw and unsparing. Emmy, an older German cleaning woman, and Ali, a younger Moroccan guest worker, fall tragically in love, and the world around them erupts in quiet, poisonous contempt. Fassbinder doesn't romanticize their love or offer tidy resolutions. Instead, he forces us to watch how ordinary people become monsters when faced with something they don't understand or approve of. It's not just about racism or ageism, it's about loneliness, clawing its way to connection, and being punished for daring to feel. Themes Fassbinder returned to over and over again. This isn't love as escape, it's love as rebellion, unadorned and unflinching. Ali Fear Eats the Soul is a fierce indictment of a society obsessed with conformity, and it leaves you bruised, questioning why happiness for some must mean resentment from others. Robert Wise's Odds Against Tomorrow is a heist film that knows the real explosion comes after the job. On its surface, it's a tight little crime keeper. Three desperate men, one last chance. But underneath is a seething racial and moral powder keg. Harry Belafonte gives a performance that's pure nerve and elegance, while Robert Ryan sees with white hot bigotry. This isn't just noir, it's socially conscious noir. With the gloves off, Wise doesn't preach. He lets the tension mount until ideology and desperation collide. And when it goes bad, as you know it will, it's not just the crime that blows up, it's America's ugly undercurrent laid bare. Odds Against Tomorrow wasn't ahead of its time. It was its time. Too honest to be embraced then, too vital to be forgotten now. A noir that dares to say the real getaway is from ourselves, and we never make it. And there you have it, 6 incredible films, all waiting for you for free on YouTube. Reject what the algorithm is sending you and embrace these films that will remind you of what cinema is truly capable of.